This is your plan, and we're determined to keep it that way. You bumped into a woman this morning on the bus.
Were you just staring at my legs?
I was defenseless against the dress.
What does that have to do with anything? Your path through the world is supposed to have been adjusted. You weren't ever supposed to see her again.
Congratulations, you two.
Thank you. Gracias.
So you've said that this is the most significant romantic lead role that you've had?
Yeah.
Breaking hearts with this.
Well, no, really the whole thing kind of hinged on the relationship. The whole concept of the movie just doesn't work if you don't want the two people to be together or don't care about the two people. So it was really important that we had the right woman in the role. And when we couldn't get her,
Ooh.
we ended up with Blunty.
Ooh, you son of a gun.
You really think I couldn't see that coming? I can read your mind.
The Adjustment Bureau is not only your directorial debut, but you wrote the screenplay, you produced the film as well. So you were all in on this project. What was it about the Philip K. Dick short story that grabbed you in the first place?
I just thought it was an incredibly original premise. The idea that fate is a group of people, and the idea of blending it with a love story, I thought was really fascinating.
You poke around in people's brains, you make them think whatever you want.
Be quiet, David.
Can I get you something?
Just some water, please. We can't talk here. Meet me on the 4 p.m. boat, and I'll answer what I can.
Your character, Harry, he's an agent of fate who has been trying to keep Matt Damon's character on this predestined path for so long. He becomes a bit attached and a bit sympathetic, and I can't believe this is the comparison that came to my mind, but he reminded me of Clarence from It's a Wonderful Life, in a way.
That's an awesome stretch.
Sure. Thank you. Because the resemblance is uncanny, man.
I mean, I get it every day.
The movie doesn't come out and say it expressly, but we're sort of led to believe that the agents of the Adjustment Bureau are angels, sort of angels by way of Men in Black.
Not so much angels. The agents of the Adjustment Bureau are more so just helpers. If you do something wrong, it's not like we can stop it from happening. The great thing about the Bureau and what Nofi was able to do was make these guys really human in a way. And with Harry, what I wanted to do was really just make him like the average guy who's stressed out at work and just trying to find a way to figure it all out.
Between this project and Mad Men, I'm beginning to think you're contractually obligated to be a sharp-dressed dude in every project that you're in.
I know. Came up with the idea of just wearing one suit. I thought, well, if we're 200 years old or whatever we are, why would they be changing clothes? And I thought instead of making it like Mad Men, where there's a lot of great-looking suits, and it's like every time you turn around, someone is in some sort of stunning outfit. At least this was a guy this was his uniform.
It's satisfying to watch a movie set in New York that seems geographically correct.
I remember watching a movie once where someone went into the New York City subway and then rode the Chicago subway system, which was, jarring. I think that this movie shoots New York in a way that there are some iconic locations, obviously, but it looks like New York City. The streets, people running around downtown, uptown, the village. And he made smart use of the city, I think.
They had you running all over town, man.
Dude, it was awful. When I first read the script and I talked to Nofi, when it came up, I was like, so how are we gonna cut that running scene? And he's like, oh, you're gonna run from 28th to 14th in a full-out sprint all day. It was harsh, and by the end of the day, they really made it look like I was going all out.
You had not danced before this movie, is
That's
that right?
true.
She had a much harder job. She had to get in such good shape and worked out however many hours a day and had all this intensive dance training, and I was eating ring dings at the craft service table.
But it's interesting because when I got it, Matt was like, I'm so happy that for the first time it's not me having to do all the training and the Jason Bourne stuff
Dieting.
and Invictus, and
God.
It was the first time he was like, I'm wearing a suit, I'm good.
I'm gonna play a chunky politician.
And you will love me.
You will love my chunk.
You can't outrun your fate.
I don't care what you put in my way, I'm not giving up.
We tried to reason with you.
Oh, I love
Nice.
Fandango.
Yes.
Fandango.
Fandango.